Bitcoin bowl is all I have left. Sold my house, my gold, no less. The wolves are circling my huddling hands, but this man's much stronger than the average man.
Right now I think everyone can hear us, and now they should be able to see us as well. Welcome to the show today, Bonz. Today is an exciting day in a lot of ways. I don't know where to start.
Man, just go ahead and start. Tell them about your drop today.
Yeah, so we got my collection got listed on Rplanet about, is it 1 hour ago? Yes, I think it's 1 hour or 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago, and they found my slices and they went bananas on them, so we had to shut them down because the supply went crazy.
So yeah, if you're holding any Anders NFTs, head over to Rplanet and stake them. You're going to start earning Ether for holding any of those NFTs you've collected from Anders over the years.
Yeah, exactly, and they are kind of nice for those that has been here and supported the channel from the start.
Absolutely.
Let's put it like that. And that's what people found out. And I did not expect the legendary slices to go as crazy as it did right now.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed I missed out because I was about to, someone told me about them and I was like, dude, I'm going to go buy them. And I wasn't at my keyboard right then. And by the time I realized it, they were all sold out. So I missed out.
Yeah, when they were 500 of them, I started to look for the action to how to lock them, and I managed to do it when it was 850 sold. I'm like,
nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, good thing you're so skilled and quick, because somebody else would have not been able to shut it down, and you would have sold 10,000 of them before you had your tech team figure it out.
Yeah, and like, I mean, if all I wanted to do was to earn money, I would have left it open, but that's not,
of course,
that's not the
absolutely.
idea.
Absolutely. You really want your community to grow, and that's why you give them out in the first place. And so yeah, it's a great reward for your community, and some people got lucky and got a great deal on a mining rig, and they support you and they support your channel. So yeah, it was a win for everybody, and trust me, our whole team was very grateful. I was just talking to Nazar about it, and I said, man, thank God Enders realized it and kind of put a lid on it and tried to limit it a little bit. So yeah, some people got lucky today.
Yeah, and I guess and here we have Terry joining us as well. I guess that in the future I will have a limit on those from the start. I don't think I have any option there. I don't know. I have to rethink everything. Hey, Terry.
Hey, Terry.
What's going on?
Terry, have you looked at Rplanet today?
Have I looked at it?
Yeah, this evening.
What do you mean, the chat?
No. So on our faces right now, we can see that there is total staked. That I guess that how many? There are 3,444 Anyobservation NFTs staked on Rplanet right now.
Wow,
Already?
that's a lot.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and yeah, that went crazy.
That's very fast. Yeah, I mean, people probably don't even know about it yet. I mean, after the show, I'm sure a lot of your fans are gonna now realize that they can go stake their Anyobservation NFTs, and so it'll probably be, that number will probably be doubled or tripled by tomorrow.
Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of them are very low supply, so they are like around 50. A lot of the NFTs, and all
That's
NFTs
awesome.
except slices are given out for free, except one,
Oh, wow.
which is a 101 backed by this one. So this painting is an
Nice.
NFT. That one, the person that has that should go to Rplanet and look and figure out if it's worth staking
Yeah.
or not.
I think it's probably worth a fortune in Ether.
It's it's at least it's worth thinking if that 101 should be staked or not staked.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, it looks like there's already been, you know, that's already happened a few times. I know, like with Ken Bozak, he makes some pretty rare ones, and I remember early on in the early days when there wasn't a lot of high producing NFTs. One of those Ken Bozak ones was like, you know, paying a huge ether, maybe it was 5,000 ether, which is funny because now it doesn't even seem as much, right? But at the time, people went berserk. They were
Yeah.
so mad because they were like, "How come this Ken Bozak?" And the guy who bought it was like in there taking all kinds of flack. People were like grilling him. They thought it was some kind of scam. He was in on it with Ken, and the guy actually bought it. I talked to Ken about it. Like the guy bought it from Ken. You know, he's
For
a real
few
collector.
$1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a few
expensive.
grand, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, he deserves it. Like, give the guy a break. So, but you remember Terry? The whole community went berserk over that,
They
and
fucking
now
ripped him a bum hole.
yeah, and now there's like elements that people are crafting. You invent a new element, it's like shit. Someone just invented alcohol today. They probably got an inventor's prize worth 25,000 ether per hour. And in the meantime, people were pissed off because this Ken Bozak one of one was paying, you know, 5,000. Oh man,
But at that time it was a lot, right? So
it was, dude. It was a lot. The community was pretty hyped about it. Yeah,
like
it was a lot.
I have a few Ken Bosak, and I was very happy because I staked them as soon as they were listed as well.
Nice.
Yeah, some of his little GIF ones, they pay out pretty well actually.
Yeah, they do. And okay, let's I think I still have it here, so let's do this and let's do that so Terry can see. I'm not sure that he have seen this anymore. So like you can see that these pay out very well, and what's funny is that all of these have been free for people.
Amazing.
That's
and
awesome.
you see those that have a bit of a higher supply, they give 25 ether, which is, if you compare it to some releases, it's a lot. Exactly.
It is. It's good.
But
Yeah,
when I mean higher, it's like 200 or this one is one of the highest one. But yeah. So this is very fun, and we have a lot of questions today. There's a lot of things that I need to learn about. Because like I've been going in and I've been staking a lot of my NFTs. If we go, I have multiple accounts, by the way, and this is one of the accounts.
What?
Yeah, so this is, yeah, I have a few wax accounts.
The one good thing is we don't mind multi-accounting, right? This is one of the few games where there's no gaming our system. Having 10 accounts isn't going to get you any more of an advantage than having one account. So yeah, it's one of those cool situations where there's no way to really gamify it. It's proof of stake, so proof of ownership. If you own the NFTs, you get the reward, even if you divide them into 10 different accounts. It's the same rewards either way. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
you gotta pump those numbers up, Anders.
Yes,
yeah.
like what I did is
those are rookie numbers.
The first day, like garbage pail kids was listed at the start.
Yes.
So what I did there is the first thing I did was go there because you got a big bonus at the start if you join early.
Right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, 5x bonus. You're right.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna throw in a lot of the garbage pail kids here. So they have been here since then. I don't even remember what they paid. Yeah, they like four a pop or 2 a pop, and at that time, like, yeah, let's do it. 5x. Let's throw in. But they have been there since then.
Oh, you got a that was a couple sketches I saw right there, Anders. That was
I have thrown
sweet.
in a few sketches and
nice.
I haven't thrown in all my fat mats here.
Oh, look at that fat mat collection.
I have more.
Man, I remember when it was I remember when Scotty Potty was, Potty Scotty was the captain now. Yeah. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Scotty. Potty Scotty.
So we have a few of these here, and one thing that I think we have a lot of questions in my chat yesterday when I was talking to people is what are these?
What are these?
That's the new land. Wow, dude, you're a land baller, Anders. Damn.
I have a few lands, yes.
You're a mogul.
I don't even know what they do.
No, so you're actually, that's actually a great point to bring up, because you're actually earning minerals right now just by holding on to those. You don't need to stake them. You don't need to do anything. As soon as you opened them, they were immediately mining whatever mineral it says they're on them. So like, the waxomium, the NFTium, yeah, wax on
copium and everything. Yeah.
Is that the number underneath of how much of that mineral you've staked or you've earned?
Yes. So that's new, Terry. That just came out. That's a new development as of today. Yeah. You can now see how, because a lot of people were wondering last night. In fact, our whole chat was full of people being like, how do I know how much this mineral, like, how do I see, is this doing anything? Is it earning something? And it's like, yes, as soon as you opened it, they started earning from the moment you opened the pack. And so now, of course, as of today, finally now there's an actual number there, so you can actually see how much weekendite and NFTerium and all the other minerals, like as soon as you open that pack, they're earning. Now, of course, they're earning based on the rarity. So
I
based
got a
on the
rare
rarity,
land, so that's
nice.
good.
So
That's
that
my
one,
best one.
that's why that one is the high. Look, it's 3,500 or something. Yeah, wow, nice.
And my uncommon is 3,000, and
Nice.
So
the common one
they're gonna continue to mine those minerals for, what is it, Bonz? 1 week, 2 weeks?
Well, they're going to mine the minerals forever, but remember, you can
Right.
claim them. You can claim them. You can actually claim them. In other words, you can take those fungible tokens out of the game as of, I think the date is April 22nd, I believe.
Right.
So it's about a week from now or whatever. You'll be able to actually, extract that fungible token, because of course each one of those minerals is itself a token. So all those tokens that you're earning right there in a week, what we're imagining, of course, is just like all the other fungible tokens, a market will develop. There'll be a secondary market, and all those minerals will have a value, because of course you're going to need them for phase 2 and phase 3 of the game, which we could get into next. Yeah, we got the fighting the robot battles.
Yeah, because one of my lands
really
says
cool.
that it creates something used for robots. I'm like, okay, I can make robots now. I don't know what that means, but I can do that.
Yes. So there's all of them are gonna actually be helpful in making robots, and of course, the one which is going to be the weekendite, I believe, is actually like the energy from the robots.
Yeah,
that's the right one, right, Terry? Yeah. So yeah, like the other 3 will all be used to make a certain type of robot. Like consider it like 3 different robots, and I guess each one of those robots will have 7 different types. So it's going to be like a total of like 21 different robots, but each one of those different lands will actually produce a different kind of robot. And so you're gonna need all those minerals, and you're gonna also need that weekendite, because that's what powers the robots. And if you don't power the robots, then they die. So
you see, as Nazar said, they just die. They'll just die right off, man.
That's the word from the top. So yeah,
Anders,
exactly.
if you go back in there on the right hand side, it shows you your mutable assets.
Here.
So just choose one of the lands. Yeah. No, on atomic.
Okay, let's take my this one. That's my best one.
Okay. See right here.
Last claim.
Level 0.
I want level 9,000. How do I get that?
Well,
you're gonna need to go ahead. Tell him, Terry.
Up to level 200. So, but once. I think it's the 22nd as well, is when you're going to be able to start leveling up. That's the day we're shooting for, and you'll start being able to level up with the fungible tokens that you've been creating on the spaceship ride over to our planet.
Exactly.
How much? Someone is asking a question here in the chat. So what happens if you buy or sell a land today and someone buys it? Does those tokens follow the land, or?
Yes, of course. They're right now they're permanently attached to that land, so they're not extractable from the game. So they're basically they're one and the same with the land. And so if you sell that land, it's coming with whatever it's already mined as well.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because you can't claim it yet, so there's it's just go with the land.
Exactly.
And okay, so. Something that I don't like. I have been playing around with this. I have my fair share of Aether, because I joined early, and I have my multi accounts that are staked in different portions.
Sure.
So like I am okay here. I am creating, and I did it like a few days ago. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to create some, and then often I just fail. It's like nothing goes, and people say there are a list that you should be doing. I'm like, yeah.
So Anders, there's actually this, of course, the stuff's all open source, right? So people like, dude, it's all on the blockchain. You can pull this information and create whatever tool you want. So there's actually this awesome tool. I'll give a shout out to Pigwig, right? Ivan as well. He made some great tools. These guys made it so you can basically like open up an app. It looks, it's cool. It uses the same graphics as the game, and you can scroll down to like the most complicated element, and you can just click one button and it will seriously just start crafting for you. And it will craft the entire thing like 100 transactions deep. All you got to do is make sure, you got to just have enough ether to buy the earth, the air, the fire, and the water to create the entire, and it'll be like, 120 land and like 89 air and all this crap. And then in the meantime, like a half hour of crafting later, the script is just running. It's just straight like putting together crafting elements, and at the end you'll end up with whatever you were trying to craft at the beginning. You'll have some like really valuable like atomic bomb or something. And of course now that's all been there was a little wrench thrown in that for the last few days because of the CAPTCHA issue caused some problems. But of course once that's all going to be back to normal, as soon. And for anyone who has a Scatter account, I think you can, of course, just log in that tool now with Scatter and just go ahead and whitelist that contract, and you should be able to just use that tool.
I don't even think I used that one tool that does it all. I was still using his one tool where it crafts each item, but I had him sitting there like a monkey pressing the button every time.
Oh man, yeah. If you scroll down to Atomic Bomb and you hit craft, it will literally just start. You can just watch it. It's like it starts making you like every piece of it all the way up. You just watch the thing just running. And mine, and actually it's a really well built tool, because mine actually, like a couple times in the middle, the wax chain was kind of congested. This was right after Alien Worlds blew up. Like everything was going slow, and the tool froze up, and I found that if basically all you had to do is close it and start it up again, and it picked up right where it left off. It literally knows exactly how many elements you have. It knows exactly where you were in the process, and it will just start crafting the next element that you need in the recipe. So yeah, long story short, all the recipes are known. There's tools in our Telegram chat. Use the pin, go on the important links. There, you can get all those tools that I'm talking about. There's a number of spreadsheets that have all kinds of crazy useful information on them.
Yeah, I got linked one of the spreadsheets the other day by one of the Swedish guys.
Nice.
It's like, yeah, you should use this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you and all the rest of us, man. We all anyone who was there early threw plenty of items into the generator.
Yeah, like the first day I was there and I was like, I get nothing.
Yeah.
I was number 4 on the all-time burnt ether list for a while, but I fell to 7th, so I got to start burning some more ether.
Yeah, I think I pissed through like 25 million on the first day. I probably did the same one. So we were all doing the same ones over too, because we had no way to know. Now, of course, you can use that same Pigwig tool I was talking about. You can actually reference whether or not a recipe has been tried. So say you are going for the Inventor prize, in case anyone doesn't know. If you want to try to invent one of those elements that no one's invented yet, you get the wax prize pool that's shown there above the generator. You get, of course, an Inventor prize, which is like the mythic version of that element, which are now paying huge. And you're going to get, your name is going to be attached to that element forever. It's on the blockchain. Having said all that, if you actually have an idea for what you think can create an element that hasn't been discovered yet, make sure you use that tool and at least try to see if someone's tried and failed, because there's certain recipes that have been tried like 1,000 times that are fails, and people just try them because they don't know about the tool, or they don't they haven't bothered to look it up or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah,
like
use the tools
the first
available.
day I didn't understand that different mixtures gave different things. I last thought that it was random if you got something cool or not, and like if I connected some of them, there was a chance that I got a cool upgrade or not.
Yeah,
so sometimes I
right
did, and then I used
beginning-
that, and then it's gone as well.
Exactly, dude. Right from the beginning, we realized that immediately. We were like, okay, there's a knowledge gap here, and that's why we created some of the information in the pin, and we also had our developers immediately start working on. Okay, so they've already been working on.
No one has done a river here, for example.
Oh,
Exactly, river. Wow.
I tried this morning like 4 times. I was like, I got it this time.
People have been trying for river for now since they had launched those second level mineral. Like, there's some of them that people tried so many times. Remember some of them, Terry? What were some of the ones like Wave. Wave
Wave.
was one where like, dude, it wasn't found forever. No one could figure it out. I probably
Volcano.
wasted. Oh, Volcano was another one. Yeah. So yeah, I just was about to say just that we're actually coming out with our newer version of the site. I think that also comes out the 22nd. I think we have a number of upgrades and announcements and cool stuff coming on the 22nd. One of which, of course, is what we've been trying to implement right from the beginning, is letting people know, making there's essentially going to be kind of like a little warning. There's a little like beginners sort of like help just to let people know, like, hey, by the way, don't just throw random things into the warning. If you throw random things into the generator and it's no recipe, you will lose your elements, because that's probably the number one.
Like this.
Yeah, just no, that'll actually. Oh yeah, exactly. Don't do that. Even though it might make some. That is a good one. Yeah, that was a good guess, Anders. That's some mud, Anders. Actually, you nailed it.
I got something that everyone loves. I got a captcha. Yeah. I need to figure out where all the cars are.
You got the captcha.
Oh man. Where's the crosswalks, or what's the other one? The hills, stoplights.
And now I have to do another one for Discover, right?
The ones.
How about the stairs?
Oh, those are horrible.
I got mud.
Yeah, so of course, like, yeah, a lot of the recipes are kind of intuitive. Some of them are a little bit outside the box, but yeah, for anyone who doesn't want to experiment and lose your elements, please just use the tool so you don't show up in the chat asking how come your elements all just disappeared and
what happened?
Like, okay, so I have elements here, and when I go to staking here, you can see Rplanet elements.
Yes,
but they're not here.
Right. So that's the difference between the fungible tokens and the non-fungible tokens, right? So air, water, earth, fire, right? Those are all fungible tokens. There's infinite amount of them, right? And, they're fungible. So they're all the same. For the first 600 people who, invented any of the new elements, those 600 will produce an NFT also. So not only will you get the FT that comes out of the generator that you can use for another recipe, right? It's like an ingredient, like it's flour, sugar, water, right? It's fungible. A cup of flour is the same as a cup of flour. But if you're one of the first 600 people to come up with wheat, you get that wheat NFT. And that wheat NFT is a pack that you can open that, of course, could be any rarity. So it could give you a common staking power, or it could give you the mythic staking power. So that's why, another reason why, if you look at the tools in the pin, like the Pigwig tool that I've now mentioned a few times, you can see how many of each element has been created. And as long as there's been less than 600 already created, if you try that recipe, you're going to get an NFT as well. And that's the stakeable and element for Rplanet. You need NFTs to stake. The fungible tokens are not stakeable on Rplanet. So all that is explained in the noob guide too. So in case anybody's new to Rplanet, read the noob guide.
Like I was here from day one. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Hey Anders, do you have the Pigwig handy, the Pigwig tool handy? I could pull it up.
I was like trying to find it in Rplanet group. I didn't.
Hey, here, I'll share my screen. I'll pull it up.
I was just gonna say, hey Terry, too, if you're at the keys, send over the link to the noob guide to Anders, and let's drop it in the chat in case so that the actual link is in the YouTube chat. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay,
gotcha.
So you can see here, shows all the elements, right?
Yeah.
And then it shows you here garbage 600 to 600. So you don't want to make garbage anymore unless you need it to build something else. But if I go here, I go mince left ascending, boom, only 64 compasses. So if I make a compass today, I will get the fungible token, and I'll get an NFT pack that I can open up, and inside that pack get anything from a common to a legendary to a mythic. And then you can see as they go down, it's telling you also how much Aether it's going to cost to make that. So let's see here. If I probably have enough to build one of these, I could do right now and kind of show you.
Yeah, dude. Let's see a pack opening right now.
How many captchas?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. Unless you can have scatter, I'm not sure you'll be able to use the tool right now, buddy.
Yeah, so I won't do it, but I'll just show you here. So you log in. It shows you how much how many basic elements I'm going to need, right? Yeah. So I only need one earth. It would say here if I needed some more water or whatever, it would tell you what you need. So I'll purchase the one, got to do a thing here, a captcha. And then once I have that, it'll allow me to just keep clicking the next one. And every time I click it, it's going to automatically combine those elements for me, so I don't have to do it in the generator myself, right? Start crafting, got to do a captcha.
Yeah, and for everyone watching, that captcha is like it's a hammer to stop a problem temporarily.
Right.
Those alien worlds, guys. All those
Yeah.
alien worlds bots.
Like
The
there are a lot of
bots.
bots trying Alien Worlds. Alien Worlds is banning them from earning Trillium, but they can't ban them from using the Cloud Wallet. So they don't get any Trillium, but they still use Cloud Wallet to try to get Trillium, but they don't anymore because they don't pay
Oh,
attention.
man.
Okay, so you got the gist of that. I'm not going to follow through. That's
No more
that's gonna
buses for
be-
you.
that's a lot of buses, but I think I do have a pack to open here. So,
Nice.
Oh, wow. Nice.
because I did one early this morning.
Yeah, so for anyone who's following along, exactly. This is awesome that you have this queued up, Terry, because I wasn't prepared with all this. But so now you guys can see, because this is probably one of the most #1 questions that comes up in the chat, right? People don't quite get the difference between the fungible tokens and the non-fungible tokens.
Yeah.
So of course, when you're one of the first 600 to make it, you're going to get that pack that Terry's showing there, which is really cool. You could actually obviously just sell that pack on the market. You can save it, whatever. But when you open that, you have a chance to get all the way up to a mythic rarity, which is going to obviously be a really good mining power NFT, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, the higher you go, the more power you get, right? So hopefully I get some Anders luck here, and maybe I'll pull a mythic. #1. Do I have to do another?
Are they
catch?
pre-minted?
Common!
Common storm.
Common.
Common.
As in the voice of the tribal
Yeah,
books.
that's the best one. Opening pack to
Legendary.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that tribal book. Dude, I was hoping that we would have a similar pack opening for
I was
for
too,
our planet.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was hoping it should have been the pig. You remember the voice that we did? How the pig in the early video, the pig was like, "This is crazy. We got to get out of here. Let's get on the spaceship." You know, he's like, "Let's beat feet." I wish it was that guy saying, "Legendary" to the pig. You know, the Captain Pig.
So I can go now to cards, and I can stake these right from here. I have these ones on the market. That's why they're not staked right now. I have some stuff on the market, but I can also go to staking where you were there, Anders, earlier.
Yeah.
And I can go to my elements, and it'll show me unstaked here. And then when you look at it here, it tells you how much each one will give you when you stake it.
Yeah, and like that's the thing for me. I've seen that like I have seen these elements on the marketplaces. I'm like, why did they get it and I can't stake it? How does this work? Because I had no idea there was fungible token and non-fungible. So this is good.
Look I got a tsunami up here, 397.50 gives you for every hour you got it staked. A boiler 285, and then you get stuff like garbage gives you 5 for the con.
So
a lot of people
Tsunami is
seem to
great.
make garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's all, and then you got your rigs too. Your rigs tell you right on the NFT, but you can see it right above here.
Yeah,
as well.
I have some rigs. I bought a few packs there and I opened them all. I can't hold packs. I just open.
Yeah, we've seen that.
But okay,
So, yeah,
since you're sharing your screen, you have to go back.
Go
You have
ahead.
to go down to my collection and see if we have any NFTs. That's the test today.
I have to go to where?
To my collection.
He wants to see which Anders
Oh.
NFTs you have.
Oh,
Let's
I
stake
see,
up
I
your
see.
Anders NFTs.
Staking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good call. Where are you? Right at the bottom? No. How'd you get moved up?
I was very high up.
Oh man.
Oh, it might not be in there because you know why? Because like I said, I didn't queue this up for this. I had it loaded up already because I was
Yeah,
playing
just do a refresh.
It's a cash.
Yeah.
You
There
see,
it is, Anio.
I'm
Wow,
even
right up
I'm
on
even
top.
above tribal books.
What a guy, pretty special. Let's see. What do I got?
Loading. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So while we're waiting for that, yeah, there's I dropped the official noob guide into Anders. So hopefully that should be in the chat there. So if
Yeah, that's
anybody
already
who's-
shared in the YouTube chat as well.
Nice. Perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, like if you're kind of new, read the noob guide, because the difference that what we were just discussing with the difference between the fungible tokens and the NFTs is probably like the #1 question, and it'll just give you a little quick heads up on how that all works and remind you. And the links are all on that noob guide as well. All those links that we've been talking about as well.
Yep. I gave everyone enough time to read it while they were talking. I was scrolling fast.
That's it.
That's
And
awesome.
now you got rid of it.
I opened it while you were refreshing your cache.
My cache.
Yeah, your
Okay,
cache.
I had to close it and open it. I think this will work now.
Yeah, you got an error or some table before.
Yeah, I think because I don't know. I might get that. No, invalid key. What the? I
Control
don't
Shift
know.
R. Control Shift R.
I don't know.
So yeah, so let's jump it while he's getting that set up. Let me just, I'm going to go over some other key information I bet that people are probably wondering about, right? Because yeah, we just did this land sale, right? So now everyone, so everyone of course knows about the generator now, and you know about FTs and NFTs and how to you know, stake your NFTs in the staking system, and all the basic elements of phase one, right? Well, as of yesterday, we did the land sale. The land sale is all about phase two, right? We've been telling everyone this was coming, that there's more to this game than just staking your cards. When this started, it was just a staking system. People couldn't wrap their head around it. We tried to tell you there was a game coming. The game is coming. It's here. People are playing it. People love it. So the next phase is going to be literally building robots that are going to fight. Everybody loves fighting robots, right?
But how will that fighting work?
Yeah, so that's actually going to be, the actual fighting is going to be literally phase three, and it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be like a game. It's not going to be like, you know, some graphics, real-time 3D MMO or anything. It's going to be more like, you know, turn-based, like, you know, attacking and defending and all that. But
what was the game? He said it was going to be kind of like
it's called Travian. Yeah, I'm not familiar with it, but have you ever heard of that, Anders? Travian?
Travian, he said it won an award in 2012 or something. It's like it's a code-based or like text-based kind of thing.
I am looking at it right now, and everyone else is as well, except
Cool.
you guys.
So I'll give you the quick rundown too, in case anybody's wondering, right? So like, of course, as we already kind of discussed at the beginning of it, right? Like there's the 4 types of land. Each of the land is going to be mining like a different mineral. Those ones obviously are all needed for which robots you're going to build. The one mineral, of course, is going to be like the energy for the robots. So that's kind of the whole point with the land and what the land is going to be mining. Of course, Terry mentioned about how the lands are going to be able to be upgradable by using the actual fungible tokens. So that's why you're going to have to keep stacking that ether. If you want to upgrade your lands and be building robots, you want to just keep making elements. Use the generator, generate those fungible tokens, because you're going to need them in the next phase. So we're on the spaceship, we're going to the Rplanet, we're cranking out elements, we're getting ready to land and start the next phase of the game, right? So the next phase of the game, when we do make it to phase 2, is going to be all about upgrading your lands, building the robots, and preparing for what's going to be stage 3, which is actually going to be this whole game where you're going to be able to like fight other robots. You're gonna be able to actually, I think, fight the game. It's gonna be like player versus the game, and you're also going to be able to, from what I understand, like help your friends with their defenses. You can kind of work with people. So I imagine there's this whole like cooperation aspect where like you kind of make up
you can
teams or whatever.
You can attack each other too and take over their spots and their lands. So
right, you can like you could take someone's land, and then other people can try to take your land. So there's going to be this whole like battle element to it where yeah, you could imagine it's going to be pretty involved, and it's going to be pretty fun. But yeah, there's a whole other phase that's going to happen.
Sounds very dangerous.
Very
yeah, well, especially with the value of those lands now, right? Like you don't want to be gambling away with your lands, right? So obviously you're going to be able to choose if you want to battle or not.
So you will actually be able to, I guess, stake your land into the game, and other people can steal it from you.
So basically, like, yeah, there's going to be
awesome.
some aspect
like
of
that,
it.
that
Yeah,
would be
there's
awesome.
going to be that is what it is. You could basically like battle for land. That's as far as I understand it at that point. But yeah, Nazar did say that you could actually battle for land, and then that people could try to battle your land and take it from you. So yeah, there's going to be a whole game that's going to be developed around, you know, battling and defenses and setting up your, you know, your attacks and your defense capabilities
probably
around these robots.
Probably for elements too of the land, like you'll be able to battle for, you know, I'm taking your 50,000 wax on or whatever, right? Because I won, type of thing.
Yeah, because that would be some very fun strategy game. Like, yeah, I have played like text-based strategy games before, like Utopia and Kings of Chaos, and there are a bunch of other them where you actually, all you do is you go in and there's just text. You build up an army, you start. I don't know. Basically you go in and you upgrade things, and then you attack other
Yeah,
players.
it's similar. Very
And
similar.
you get gold every minute or every second, depending on which game it is. And then if you hold it too long, some with more damage, then your defense can go and take it. And then there are teams,
Exactly.
and then there are wars, and go wild, and
Yeah.
Then all those games are 100% community based. Like you have a chat outside of the game usually. Like on
Yeah.
that time it was Mirk, which like
Oh shit.
yeah.
That's
So
deep.
if,
Yeah, I
if people
remember
don't
her.
know what that is the most awesome chat program ever.
Right.
IRC.
That's
You know?
OG, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was playing these same sort of text-based games when it was bulletin board services. Like I was playing in the 90s. I remember having a computer and you'd call up with your dial-in modem,
Yeah.
and we were linking up with people. We had to, it was this whole thing with planets, and like you had to build up your spaceship army, and you could like attack another guy and take all their planets. The more planets you had, like the more spaceships you could build. And it's like almost the same thing. We're now 20, that was in the early 90s, so I don't even know what is that, like 30 years, I don't even know, 20 something years ago, 30 years ago, whatever it was. Yeah, it was yesterday. It feels like it, right? But yeah, it was a lifetime ago. But it's kind of funny because we're now, it's like we're big kids again. We're all just like playing these games again, but now it's fun because we can like earn money, and it's like play to earn, and like there's all these tokens, and it's a token based economy and a play to earn model, and yeah, it's totally fun.
Yeah, and all of this is very exciting, for real, because like the only reason why I haven't put in time from the start on Rplanet is, as I have told Bonz before, there is no information, and I really love my information before I know what if I should go and do something.
Fair enough.
With that said, I staked thousands of NFTs. They don't give a lot, but I did it, and then like, okay, this is interesting. When I have more information, I know the teams that have done it, so I don't think they just come here and then just vanish, because I trust them enough for it. So I could stake my NFTs, but I do not stake my mint number ones, because I don't want them locked up in a smart contract somewhere.
Right. Fair enough.
Those are in the vault.
Yeah, one of my
cold
accounts.
storage on the ledger.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. I have one of those accounts because I have multiple. To separate them a little bit is easier to keep track of them.
For sure, I got one too. I put all my packs I save in there. I try to save a pack from every sale. Since GPKOS 1, I still have 1 mega pack left and one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's diamond hands, bro. You got diamond hands.
Yeah, I
So,
can hold
one
on
other-
the land packs for about 2 minutes after you could open them.
I can't hold on to packs either. I'm terrible with it. I do have one GPK OS 2 pack that I just hadn't cracked, but I'm just somehow terrible about it because I'm always like hoping to get that myth, you see, like just like yesterday with the Rplanet land sale, right? Like you see a mythic get sold for 120,000 wax or something, like, and so then I'm basically like, all right, I want to open these lands. I can't miss it up, because what if I get a mythic, but yeah, that's what makes it fun. Pack openings are like the most fun part, and that's something that's like one of the things we hit on with Rplanet, right? Like you can just every single day log on to the game, make yourself an NFT, and get that little rush of opening a pack, and maybe you get a mythic,
Yeah.
and it, because that's the fun part, right? So it keeps people coming back. You want to give them that little dopamine hit, like, hey, maybe you're gonna hit the lottery today and get some crazy card that's gonna be worth something.
Yeah, and like we have to answer one question in the chat. There is a guy that is worried that his land will vanish, and they can't take your land if it's in your inventory. So it has to be that you add it to you stake it to the game because you want to participate in this phase-free game.
Absolutely.
It's an opt-in. I'm certain about it without
And
even being
even
there.
at
Yes, you got it, Anders, for sure.
Even at that, if you stake it like you stake your NFTs to the game, it's super secure because it's in a multi-sig contract, right? Like you're not gonna have just all of a sudden somebody just decides to take off with 1 million NFTs. Where's he gonna sell them? What's it gonna do with them?
But
yeah, your land is safe. If it's in the game, your land is safe. Nothing can happen to it. If you choose to play the game, whenever this land battle comes out, it'll be really obvious. If you want to play it and you want to take that risk, whatever, then it'll be really obvious, and it'll be by choice.
Yeah, and what I really find as exciting about that is, like me being a gamer, something that is very fun to see or to experience is when you get so angry and so mad because something goes wrong. And staking NFTs, like if it's an army, if it's robots, weapons, there are NFTs and they die, they vanish, people take them, they take their stash. That will create some crazy rage quit. I mean, you go in like, I'm gonna defeat everyone. You put in your best tool. You go in crazy, very scared that something will go wrong. You go in and like, I just got ganged and I'm dead.
Yeah, you lose all your stuff.
Like you will just leave your computer and go away.
rage quit. That's the best thing. Yeah, like more gamers probably rage quit game. You know, you see the video of the guy, the meme with the guy smashing the keyboard on the screen. You know, but yeah, and that's, you know, there's the stories, you know, about, you know, Vitalik, you know, like originally getting mad from gaming and his stuff got taken, you know, and he's like, the shit needs to be decentralized, right? Like, you know, somebody shut off their server and all your tools and weapons are gone, and then you're like, you know, like, fuck this, I'm gonna go invent Ethereum because they just took my axes and swords and shut off their server.
Yeah. One question in the chat is that if I will tell people when to unstake their slices before I drop. So if people don't know, each month I sell slices. They are like membership, support my content, like Patreon or how we should call them. The following month, the one after, I do airdrops to them. If you do not have them in your wallet when I do airdrop, you do not get any NFTs. And anyone that has been following me, they will know that I am very good at keeping an exact date with these drops. It's somewhere from the 1st to the last of the month.
So
So you narrowed it right down.
Yeah, like I'm often like, yeah, I'm
But you're
gonna
gonna
get it
make an
done this
announcement.
week, and then 10 days later
Right.
is when it happened because, yeah.
But what you're saying is you're going to make an announcement. I'm really glad you brought that up too, because that's one of the things that people bring up, and especially because I know you do airdrops, and you're one of the projects where if you're holding these NFTs, you're going to get drops, right? So what Anders is saying basically is he's going to give you a heads up so that you can just hit unstake. It takes 1 second. Now that NFT is in your wallet, it'll get recognized for the airdrop, and then Anders airdrops you. Boom! Now not only are you going to log back in to stake your NFT again, but you'll have another Anders NFT to stake at the same time. So you're going to get twice as much Ether per hour. So just pay attention to what Anders is saying.
Exactly. Like I will push a notice in my like Telegram channel and Discord, but if you don't see that and you have it staked, you will not get the airdrop. And
Right.
it's not like I will not say it will be this exact date at this exact time, because I don't work like that. it will more be like, hey, now we sell the April slices, they get drops in May. So in May, you should keep them unstaked, and usually you will notice when it's about to happen. You can follow my stuff and you will figure it out. But like I gave one pinned post, and if you have March slices, I recommend you to read that post and just take the hint. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. So
that was good. I'm glad you brought that up, man. That was a great point. And yeah, I would have forgot about that. So I'm really glad you said that.
We can't go in and pick out, you know, if something gets airdropped to the Rplanet account, right?
I'm gonna blacklist that account, by the way. So
yeah, it's actually impossible. Yeah, I'm glad, because it's a waste of RAM. Like it would just literally be a waste. Like we literally can't get any of those. There's Trillium, I think, in that account too somehow. Like I don't even know, but there's all these airdrops that have gone. There's all these airdrops that are now stuck in that contract.
Yeah, people have staked land, so they have earned Trillium afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. I know. So yeah, that's I'm glad you brought that up. One other thing I quickly wanted to say here, because I see a lot of people asking. So of course we just announced also right before our land sale that our planet is working with Uplift Metaverse, and I know you're friends with Uplift guys.
Yep.
Anders, I see you in there. You're in there building on the lands, right? We just started building too. So yeah, that's going to be, you know, this, for anyone who doesn't know, this whole metaverse is being built on wax. Most people watching this probably already know all about it. Having said that, there's land, you can own it, and if you own that land, you're going to actually earn wax, and now also you're going to be earning Aether by people traveling over your land. And so obviously that land is valuable. People want land in the metaverse. We've now partnered up with them such that if you get a land in our planet and you want to boost up your land, it's going to cost 5 million Ether, and you can get a free plot in the Uplift world. So basically it's free, and you got to put up a stake of 5 million Ether to get that. And then you're going to have a land in both. It doesn't do anything to your Rplanet land. Your Rplanet land is still mining minerals and doing whatever it's doing, and it's awesome. But you'll also have a totally additional separate piece of land in the Upland world that you'll also be able to earn from. So it's like a 2-for-1 deal. You're going to have 2 different pieces of land in 2 different games, so to speak. And I just want to kind of like clear that up because there's been some questions about it. And no, that hasn't gone live yet. There's no way to boost your land yet. That's not going to be till at least next week. We're waiting on the Uplift guys to be ready. This isn't quite built out yet. It's just an idea. We wanted to announce it, and I just wanted to let everybody know.
Gino asks, when do we need 5 million Aether? And I say now.
Sometime between now and the next minimum at least 1 week. So like there's no rush. Some people are feeling like they don't want to miss out or something. You're not going to miss out. It's going to be like an open-ended deal. You can just, if you have Rplanet land at any point, you'll be able to boost it and get that piece of land on the Uplift world.
Yeah, and
I hope that cleared it up.
Yeah, and something I want to mention, there's a few questions that I need to answer. One of them is that this was not asked, by the way, but I do not have my own NFTs. I bought some from the market as soon as they like, this is happening on our planet. I bought a bunch on the market. Okay, I knew which ones was the best one, so I picked a bunch of them out. I did that. But I think I have like 4,000 Aether from those NFTs, so I didn't buy a lot of them. I did not try to abuse it in any way. And all NFTs I do, I sell and I airdrop to other people. So I'm like, hey, I'm not getting NFTs, I have to buy some. And yeah, so that was good.
Well, as we're talking, I keep seeing on your screen there across the top, another one sold, keeps popping up.
Yeah, and like I have had that on for a lot of shows, that notification that is up here, but it's not going off like it is today. Yeah, that is awesome. Only on Atomic Market, so it's not even the primary sale, so it's just the Atomic Market. So whenever one of the NEO NFTs are sold, there will be a notification up here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and someone said to me that I have to give an exact date and time when I do these airdrops, and I'm afraid that is impossible.
Yeah.
Too bad. You don't have to do anything.
One, I have ADHD. I am very bad at doing things like that.
Right.
The second thing is I have my days planned out, but it always happen things because we run blockchain infrastructure, and sometimes there is thousands of requests because something is happening. Like today, we have upgraded our Wax API. I had this list of things I should do today. I did nothing else than upgrading the Wax API today. Now our load balancer takes 8 times. The hardware is 8 times as good as it was before. We are preparing for next week because next week will be crazy.
Baseball.
So yeah, I'm just going to point out too that if anybody's listening, so this is kind of the deal, because this is kind of the same with some other projects drops. They do these airdrops and stuff, right? So like what I've heard other people say is, dude, just don't stake. If I don't know exactly how it works with Anders drops, but whatever one that you need to be holding that's going to guarantee you the airdrop, just don't even stake that one. If you don't want to be paying attention to really being careful or listening to or following along that closely, just keep that one in your wallet, and then you know you're going to get the airdrops. And then when you get those airdrops, go stake those onto Rplanet, and just don't even worry about staking that one, because if you're worried that you're going to miss airdrops, just keep it in your wallet, and it makes it then you don't even need to think about it. But if you're confident and you're paying attention to what Anders is saying, you'll get a heads up. Just unstake it. You'll have plenty of time. You'll get the airdrop. It'll be all good. But if you're worried about missing it, the safest thing to do is just keep that one particular NFT that's guaranteeing you the airdrops. Just keep that in your wallet, and don't. And that's what we've told some other people from some other projects too, because some people get upset when they miss it, and it's just like, dude, if you're worried about missing airdrops, just don't even stake that.
Yeah, you shouldn't stake that. I have a pinned message. Everyone should read it.
Good.
No, but really, like, if you buy the one that is called April, you need to have it in your inventory in May. There might be one airdrop, there might be 2, there might be more. We don't know, because I don't always know. It's like I get something, like, let's airdrop that as well. Like I have one project that I thought I was gonna airdrop earlier, but I have not yet. And that will come whenever that comes, and if that is in this month or next month, we will see. We're waiting for them to announce everything. So that is cool.
Well, that is cool.
Yeah, it is. And Terry, did you ever get Rplanet to work again?
No. I shut it down. I'm sorry. I just kept getting that error. I don't know. Like I was outside with the dogs just a little while ago, and I came in, so I'm not sure what's going on. I haven't tried to do anything in a while.
Yeah.
I'll take one more look right now and see, but I don't. Think
Yeah, like I had one question from Aquila's Aether right now. He said like, will I get one airdrop per slice or max one per account? And how it has been up till now, and how it still will be on these ones at least, because that's what I've said before, is that I do a lot of random draws. Like I have maybe 50 of one NFT, then each slice will be one of these tickets. So if you like, if there are 50 NFTs and there are 100 slices, if you have 90 of them, you have a big chance of getting a lot of these NFTs. So some people have been like, I have been sending out a lot of packs and cards, and I buy NFTs, and when I feel like, hey, I made a profit, I usually send a lot of the extra NFTs to be distributed later, whatever that means. I have sent out tribal book stuff. I have sent out a lot of things. Yeah.
I can attest to that. I've gotten some sweet airdrops where I was just like, where the heck did this come from?
And people don't know, because I write it on Twitter, hey, it's sent out, but like Twitter, it gets so many messages every day.
Twitter notifications are the worst. I don't even check that. It's like, it doesn't make sense to me. I'm just like,
yeah. Yeah, it's very crazy. It's very crazy. So yeah, okay. So Rplanet has a lot of phases coming right now. What you can do, let's go through all of this again, because there are still questions that I need to have. Okay, this is the wrong. This was the game. This was the Travian game, by the way. I tried to play it, but I had to sign up, and I'm not much for signing up right now.
Right. Exactly.
No, that is. So this is my big account. The other ones are smaller than this, so I only get 8,000. That's nothing.
That's your big
I know
account?
that. Yeah, exactly. I know that there are people getting 100 times more than this. Probably even more right now. I saw someone made 880,000 Aether an hour or something.
Crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. I get over 100,000, but I play the game every day. I put a lot of work into it, right? Like I'm not just working for the team. I'm also a very big community member, right?
Yeah.
I don't also play Rplanet. I'm not just the CEO, but I also play.
No, but yeah, so you see, I have some tools. These are from the packs I bought, and I missed the pack sale, so I bought the packs on the secondhand market, as I usually do for a lot of projects. But that's good. So if I want to do something, let's open that link. I think Terry sent it to me before. No, he didn't. The link to the tools where it's easy to upgrade. I want to try.
Oh, so well, yeah, those tools are in. I can send it to you again right now, but those tools are in the noob guide. But
Okay,
let me just send you the specific. Let me send you the specific. I'll send you the specific. What you're talking about is the generator tool, which is made by Pigwig. And I'm gonna just I'll just directly send you the actual link to that tool right now. So there you go, you got it. It's in your Telegram. So that's the tool made by Pigwig. There's also some other ones that are super handy as well. Shout out to Ivan.
Will CAPTCHAs be removed? Yes.
What?
Someone asked if CAPTCHAs will be removed, and the answer is yes.
Oh yeah, it's coming. I just want to address something too. In the chat the other day and this morning, there was a lot of negative comments about that there might have been a fix on the land sale and stuff, and like it just made me remember it when we were looking at your Aether, and I called you a whale jokingly. I'm in a community with a bunch of guys, and some of them are the biggest Aether earners out there, and they missed, right? They didn't get any packs. They didn't get on the whitelist.
Yeah.
So there's no flipping.
I'm gonna move my Aether to another account, by the way.
Yeah, not only that, like, dude, I got messages from everybody from, Joel from Blockchain Heroes, right? Joel and Travis, those guys. Joel sent me a message. He was like, man, I didn't make the list. What happened? Like, I just got the notification. I was like, brother, it's like, we're not picking and choosing here. It's like, literally, people are, and of course it's the people who didn't make the list that are like, oh, the whole thing must be, you guys, it wasn't transparent. It wasn't transparent. And it's like, dude, it was a random, it was literally at random. There was 2,000 people trying to get in. There was only 500 spaces. Sorry, some people aren't going to make it. We knew before that people weren't going to make it. Yeah, it is what it is. So on that note, we are happy to announce that the upcoming land sale on the 29th, we will be whitelisting all of the active players. If you are an active player of Rplanet, we will have a bot and you will be on the white list and you will be able to take part, at least have a chance to buy land in the next land sale. You know, obviously you're not guaranteed land. It's going to be first come, first serve. So now it's going to be, you know, but at least there's a whitelist, and if you're an active player, you'll be able to prove that you belong on the list, and you will be on the list. So,
And if you're not active now, get active.
yeah, get active, because you know what if we say, hey, if you were
how am I?
active over
What do I need to
416
do to be active? That
Well, you're active because you actually play. You're staking, and you just tried the generator. So you're actually, you know, taking your ether and actually putting it back into the generator and making elements. So you're playing the game. You're considered a player, even if you're just a, you know, we're not saying you have to be hardcore and making elements every day, but if you've at least used the generator.
this is easier with Anchor, by the way.
Yes, yes.
Much
In fact, you
easier.
can. If you use Scatter too, you can just whitelist the whole thing, and you can create any. You can basically bypass the captcha, essentially, right?
Yeah. So
Same with Anchor, but you still have to do each transaction one at a time.
I'm gonna have to move some Aether to my Anchor account.
So now we can see that I am actually crafting these, and you can see the log
you
output
can
here.
see there on the list every time. It
Yeah,
says
so just to let you know, Anders, like instead of having to sign that every single time, if you use Scatter and you just you know, selected the whitelist it would literally just, that whole list, it would just be like bam, 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 like elements would just be cranking out, you know. It's so cool to watch it, because as anyone who's played the game since the beginning, you know that like it's like time consuming and laborious. Like when you're cranking out, if you're trying to do one of those like hard elements, like you're sitting there for an hour checking the list and going back and making each thing one at a time manually. You've clicked the button like 5,000 times. You've approved like, you know, so many transactions, and it's like this tool is like literally a game changer.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
okay, this makes it way easier than what I was doing.
Yeah,
but I was doing it the worst way, right?
yeah, a little bit,
I
but
was
that's how
just
we were all
guessing.
you got to remember, that's how we were all doing it, brother.
Yeah.
So we were all there, we were all right there with you. But yeah, the game's evolving, the community tools are evolving, the players are increasing. Just like today, we had someone found alcohol, and literally all 600 of them were crafted within like, how fast, Terry? It was like 20 minutes, right?
I didn't even get one. I got a notification from somebody said alcohol's been found. And I was like, okay, I'll get to my computer. No, they're all gone.
Everyone wants the booze, right?
But to
Yeah,
be fair,
I know.
it was a low. It didn't cost much. It was a low cost one to get, right?
Right. So wait till cannabis gets found.
Yeah,
I have a feeling it's going to be the whole community is going to go ape shit trying to get all the cannabis NFTs.
There's 3 of us that have been trying like at least one try every day to make cannabis.
That's the one everybody wants. I was telling the guys too, we're like right from the beginning, I'm like, we gotta make weed be one of them. You know, so it's like one of the early, you know, the version 1 miners. The 1 miner is it's the weed miner. You know, if you look at the picture closely,
Yeah,
it's like a little it's a little grow cube. So that was we called that the Phototron, because I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember in the 90s, you know, the old High Times magazines, they used to have an advertisement for this little like self-contained grow unit called a Phototron.
Yeah.
So it's like it was like totally nostalgic. You know, just like we got
awesome.
the Nokia miner. Yeah, so that was we try to hide little nuggets and Easter eggs, just keep it fun. And you know, the like I said, the cannabis one is like seems to be the one that everybody is gunning for.
How do you know how much an Ether NFT produces before you buy it? Is there any place, has someone built a tool for that?
Yes, absolutely. So that's right in the pinned messages again with all the links.
I think I have accidentally closed the pinned message because I couldn't find one.
Yeah, some people have said that happened too, where like somehow you close it and then you log back on and the pinned message is gone. That's actually a problem. And so there is a way to fix it. You obviously log, you know, there's a way to obviously bring back that pinned message, but you know, all those tools.
Leave the room and come back in, and then they show up again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that randomly happens to people, where then they're messaging.
Yeah,
like,
I know that if an admin removes it, it gets removed for everyone. But I could just have like clicked on something. I don't know.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, like we were actually just talking about this too. Like I think we'll just get this started right away again. You know, one thing we actually just don't even have an actual
I made a
announcement
beach.
channel. Nice.
These
Is that
were the few
is,
transactions.
wow.
Look at that.
So is that beach an NFT? Are we going to be able to watch you do a live
It
pack
was
opening?
109 of 600, so I hope.
Hell
so.
yeah.
Open it.
Yeah. Open it.
So now I need
One of us.
to log out
One
from
of
this
us.
one, or I should.
Well,
yeah.
you could just refresh
No,
it and then just
I
go to
need
your inventory.
to change account.
I saw
Oh.
somebody in the chat asked if there's anybody on the inside with that knows the recipes, and the answer is no. There's 2 people that know the recipes, and they're the CEO and his brother, so nobody knows.
And let's see how this goes then. Boom, boom, boom,
Come
boom,
on,
boom,
Mythic.
boom, 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 boom,
That would be
boom.
pretty cool if you pull something.
Come on!
Common,
Common.
common.
But I have more.
Common.
I have more.
Legendary.
Legendary.
We do have
Epic.
we do
So-
have more mining rig packs coming in the future at some point after the next land sale. Somebody just asked in the chat there.
Yes, there will be a V3, the version 3 miners coming out, but that's not anytime soon. But
Right.
uh-oh.
But we can see here that this was for me, I have no idea how good everything is, but this is not a bad card, right?
No, for a common, that's great. 175, that's good.
Nice. I won. And you know, Hire, which one should I buy? Which one? What should I get?
One.
Yeah.
Uh,
What should I do
well,
here?
those ones you just went past, atomic bomb and that, but that's going to take you like 15 minutes to make probably. Radiation.
Yeah, if you make one that's higher up the list, they go a little faster.
The higher Aether cost is going to be your higher Aether return.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah. Cool. So this knife is good.
Oh yeah, too. We have a Discord set up, and that's in the pins. And in there's a specific channel for each element where you can go and you can try out, talk with others and try out different combos. And then once an element's found and made, then the recipes are there as well. So check out the Discord.
Bam, bam,
That's
bam,
community
bam,
run
bam,
as well.
bam,
So.
bam. So now I'm doing some boiler. It was not that expensive, so I figured that I would get it pretty quickly. But it's still a lot. No, not a lot of
That-
but
That's
it's
not bad.
it's not crazy. Yeah, so it is helpful to have a whitelisted action here.
Yes, indeed.
And we have requested that for Anchor to whitelist actions, but it's not their first priority.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
been a
good.
while.
There are a few things that need to be fixed first. in my
Yeah, so I
opinion.
was reading about that as well too, about yeah, they were talking about why they didn't actually I think it was Ivan who dug up the actual conversation, and they are actually, the good news is they are actually working on a solution. There will be some type of, and I think it's because they have a mobile app, I think is what it was, right
Yeah.
Terry? I think they
Oh.
were saying that because the whitelist, it was some problem because that it wasn't going to work with their mobile, but the good news is they are working on a solution. There's gonna be, at least in the future, there will be a fix for that.
Yeah, and I think I don't think it will take that long until the cloud wallet will be without CAPTCHA. They have 5 or 6 different solutions for it. Well, 5 or 6 different things they will fix, and after the first thing is done, the CAPTCHA will be gone. After the first thing is gone, the CAPTCHA will be gone. So that is very good. But yeah, so like the Rplanet game, phase 3, how long do we think until that comes?
I don't know about a time frame for phase 3. I know that phase 2 obviously is, it's the next stage. It's going to be coming up. I don't think there's a specific release date for it as well. It's obviously depending on all of the minerals being discovered first. That's kind of the one part of it is we're still on the spaceship. We need to discover all the elements before we actually land on our planet. And once we land on our planet, that's when the next phase will start, which is the robot building phase. So that's when it's going to be fun. But of course, we'll still need those elements because that's when the whole upgrading your land will start to go into effect. And so that's where the fungible tokens will come in. You're going to need those elements to upgrade your land, which is basically increasing the mining rate of that land too. So as the levels go up of your land, the more mineral that it's going to mine.
So I use which elements? The ones that I create now?
No, so like the ones we were showing at the beginning of the show with your land, so like the waxon
Yeah, exactly,
and the caponium and stuff. So those ones, which is what the lands are producing. As you're producing elements in the generator, like you were just doing like beach, like you just made beach, right? So that fungible token is actually going to be used when you land on Mars. You're going to need that fungible token to actually increase the mining power of your land.
I just have to open a pack since I have one, right?
Yeah, here we go.
Rare!
Woo! Rare!
Rare. Well done.
How good is it? We have to check. It's not here yet.
Whoa! You got 173 for that beach?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet for a common.
And 570. That's good.
Whoa! Holy shit, that actually pays a lot.
That's good.
Let's make some boilers.
Dude, yeah, I literally reached over. I'm like, I need to craft myself a boiler. What the? That's because it's rare. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, that was a good pull, man. Dude, you just got almost right there, almost 800 mining power, right?
Yeah.
And dude, think about what the 800 mining power rigs are going for. You know what they're going for, Terry, right? I don't follow the market that good, but dude, an 800 Aether mining rig at this point is worth like hundreds of dollars or something. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's going pretty. It's all like it was going about. So it was going about half in wax before, so it's like about 400 wax for an 800 Aether return. But now with this new rush, it's almost even. Like you're even above. Like people were paying.
Yeah, it was over 1 wax. Yeah, per hour.
Yeah, it was crazy. I wanted to address too that in the phase 1 roadmap, there's still 2 things on there. Yeah. Super secret is being developed still and is coming.
I thought I was gonna ask that. Was the Uplift world a super secret, but it was not?
No.
So there's something else.
There's still more secrets.
Something else.
More secret. And the FT swap. I can't remember what we talked about on that, Bonz.
What are you talking about, brother?
The FT swap on phase 1.
Oh yeah, so dude, yeah, the FT swap, like for people who are wondering about that with the roadmap coming up, right? Like it's an actual swap that we're building, you know. So we might be making an announcement first time here, Anyo. This is like you're getting like the drop, the fresh announcement. Nobody knows about this, right? Like we're literally building an actual swap that's going to be like DeFi Box or Uniswap, right? So we're building an actual swap, so it's going to be the full Monty. You're going to have liquidity provision. You're going to be able to provide that beach that you just made, right, Anders? You're going to be able to put that in a liquidity pool, and someone's going to be able to buy and sell that in a swap. We're creating really the first ever NFT automated market maker. We're creating like the Uniswap of NFTs right now on Wax. So you're going to be able to actually swap NFTs in a like Uniswap style, and also then be the one who's providing the liquidity for those swaps. And of course, by providing liquidity for swaps, just like on Ethereum or on DeFi Box on EOS, you're going to actually get the rewards for being a liquidity provider. So you just kind of got the fresh take on what we're dropping, and that's what the FT swap is. That's what we're building right now. It's going to be kind of revolutionary. Obviously, the Weekend team is always pushing the envelope and actually, developing, the new things. Like, we created the first, fully on-chain MMO. We created the first real NFT staking system for the entire USIO ecosystem for NFTs. And of course, this is going to be the first ever NFT AMM, basically, and that's going to be on Wax. So it's going to be really cool.
That is so fun because we just got liquidity pools on Alcor, so we just got the first ones of these on Wax as well. Like, I have so long been wanting someone to launch DeFi Box on Wax.
I know, it's so overdue, but I mean, yeah, it's so handy, like being able to go on DeFi Box and just hit swap and instantly trade.
Yeah,
and
people should understand, if you have used Uniswap, that is shit compared to DeFi Swap on how easy it is to use.
Yeah,
It-
DeFi
like-
boxes, I mean, it's free. So I mean, right off the bat, instead of paying Ethereum fees, you're just swapping tokens. It's like amazing, right? If you're used to Ethereum and then you come to EOS and try DeFi box, it's like amazing, right? And it's
Yeah.
super fast, right?
The
And
only
it's
problem
instant
is that
and
the
no fees.
liquidity is on Uniswap.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, right? Yeah, and it's even less on DeFi box on EOS, and then it's even less when you go to a chain like Wax. So, actually, if you remember, anybody who's been on Wax for a while, and it still actually exists. Early on, there was Wax.world, right?
Yeah.
So Wax.world, if anyone remembers, that was basically the first initial version of a swap, an AMM on Wax, and that was actually the first place that you could trade the PGL token when it first came to Wax, because
Yeah.
this was back when there actually was no version for it, and there was no place. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see how far it's come, and
Yeah,
now we're
it's
going to actually have a version with an NFT where NFTs are going to be part of the swap.
It's crazy, man. It's like the space is just growing exponentially fast right now. And yeah, if you're locking into the Weekend team and into the Rplanet game and that, you're on the right track, man, because they keep pushing the envelope and will keep pushing in the envelope.
Yeah, so speaking of the PGL token, like the first swap on Wax was when Wax first launched Prospectors, right? And so yeah, it's been now on Wax for now over a year, right? We launched the first permanent land, and then we've done, of course, the what we were calling, the Boomtown experience, which is like, a very time sensitive thing. And now we've just announced recently that we're launching, the grand map. This is going to be the real vision. We've been in beta now for over 2 years, since 2018. We've had this game launched first on EOS, then on Wax, and now finally we're gonna launch what we're calling the grand map, and this is going to be the mega map. It's going to be fresh, full of resources again, and it's going to be a completely different model where there's no more rent to be paid. You're going to own that land. That land is going to be an NFT, which you can then trade on the market just like any other NFT. And yeah, it's going to be exciting stuff. So for people who are all these people who are just coming to Wax, just experiencing all these games, Alien Worlds and Rplanet, and figuring out what you can play and how this whole play to earn model, you're going to have, you're going to come into Prospectors at a great time, where it's just because when the land just starts, that's when it's like the most fun, when you can get a fresh land for the base cost without having to buy it on the aftermarket, and you can have a full piece of plot full of resources, right? Like
aftermarket land is always a good, a healthy price.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's going to be a big map, and everyone's going to have a chance to get in on it. So it's going to be, I feel like, a huge launch on Wax, and it's going to, bring a lot of players in. And of course, that's just one of the many announcements that we've made and that we're going to be making. But yeah, I think that's already been made public. So I just wanted to shout that out again, because that's actually coming up. It's only going to be maybe another 2 months. I think that's in May, maybe. Middle or toward the end of May, maybe at the beginning of June. Yeah, so I know it's coming up so fast. It's crazy how fast, because this has been now months that we've been talking about this, working on this, and in my mind it was like, oh, okay, that's in the spring, that's but it's actually, yeah, it's only a month now away, or maybe it's going to be at the beginning of June, sometime before June or early June. But yeah, the land on Prospectors is going to be huge. It's going to be a whole new land, and that land is going to connect back to the legacy land. So it's not going to be like all the early investors, and all the players who've been playing for a long time, they're going to be fully in on it too, because they can use the train, just like we've used the train to get materials back and forth between EOS and Wax. You're going to be able to use the train to get stuff from the Yukon to the grand land, and you're going to be able to then get a land plot. Say you need trees, you've been playing on Yukon from the beginning, and there's no trees left, right? Like it's a scarce resource now. You're going to be able to get trees maybe for cheap on this new grand land and send them back on the railroad back to Yukon. And yeah, it's all going to work together. It's a whole ecosystem that's going to all tie it all together, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, there is one question. I don't even know if you want to answer that, but do you have any plans to go to Binance Launchpad? Like that is this is how easy it is to go there.
Can't talk about no comment on that. It's something that we of course that we've been looking at. So yeah, no comment there. But yeah, exciting. A lot of exciting things are happening with Rplanet, the Weekend team, our projects, where this is all going. Obviously, everyone knows the NFT space is blowing up. Binance Chain is obviously trying to be a player in the game, and yeah, they're hungry to get projects there. So yeah, a lot of really good things are happening.
I made a ring.
Hey, while we're talking, man,
Yeah.
you're good.
People could see on my monitor on my microphone stand
Oh.
that the color was changing.
Oh,
The One Ring.
the one ring
The
to
one
rule
to
them
rule
all.
them all. So this is the
That's the one,
mythic
yeah.
one, right?
I wish that it had the words inside there, like the
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You don't have any packs?
You got no
Where
packs.
did my
You must get more
it's
packs.
a common one. I didn't get it. I clicked too fast probably. So yeah, I got a
Oh.
common ring. No, it was gonna be the mythic one.
I think a common ring is still pretty good.
Yeah, that's still gonna give you probably 500.
Nice.
230.
I got 1,000
Nice.
here. I got 1,000.
I
Almost.
excite.
Yeah, very excited. This is great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Now I only have 2 million left here.
Wow, look at that, dude. You just in one day though, without even trying, you just whipped up like 1,000 Ether miner, which is like worth like, you know, $500 in the real world. It's crazy, right? Dude, it's so much fun.
What's the real world now, man?
Like, you know,
I think
like,
the Uplift world is the real world soon.
Yeah, no, well, on Atomic, like Atomic Hub is the real world, right? Like you take those
Yeah.
out of the game, and those are like have a real value on Atomic Hub. Like you could sell those for wax, for you know, a real
and
wax
people are
value.
doing it. We got guys in the chat all the time saying, you know, like, I'm making enough off this game now to pay my rent, to put food on the table.
Dude, I saw one the other day. The guy said, I just quit my job, Rplanet. Like what you saw, the one, whatever the one about buying a house. Like I just quit my job, buy out. Like I don't, like, obviously who knows where these people live or how cheap houses are. I have no idea, but it's just crazy to see. Just this morning, someone said, Rplanet changed my life. And I was like, wow, it was like, or no, it was life changing. Sorry. The land sale, the Rplanet land sale was life changing. And so, yeah, I mean, dude, it's like you can open a pack and you come up with a $30,000 mythic NFT land, whatever. Like, dude, for a lot of people in the world, like that's a life change. That's like hitting the lottery.
Yeah.
And there's enough people in the space now that there's people buying that. Like, you know, like there's guys out there with some big bank, and you know, especially after the Alien Worlds listing on Binance, there's a Trillium, you know, some guys made a lot of money, and there's money in the space. People are buying these expensive NFTs.
That's exactly what it is too.
I'm
Just
looking
like
at doing
Ethereum.
some fun video in the coming months about that.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. The space is like blowing up, and obviously, just like we saw on Ethereum, right? Like, there's a reason why all these crypto punks are going for like 6 figures, right? Because all those Ethereum guys, there's money in that ecosystem, right? They were buying Ethereum when it was 50 cents and $1. They're all rich, right? Like they can afford to be buying JPEGs off each other for obscene
for
amounts of money.
69 million.
So now it is just kind of cool to see, because like wax, of course, you know, like it was only a little over a year ago. This was, you know, GPK is, you know, we had our first major launch.
It's not even a year ago.
Yeah, it might. No, I think it's about 1 year, maybe 1 year, right?
It was the 17th of May,
1 year.
I think, or 12th
That's right,
of May or 17th
exactly.
or something. Yeah.
So yeah, it was announced maybe a little more than a year ago, and then the actual sale was coming up. Yeah. So you think about how far it's come in 1 year. Like we had this small group of real world collectors who came in, and GPK was like this fun thing, you know. And then it's like, and now you just see like Terry was saying, right? Like because Alien World. So all it takes is like, now some things happen. We get some listings, you know, some cross chain expansion. You know, a lot of people are coming in. You know, people are now have a lot more money to spend, and you just see how it immediately is flowing back into the community now. Like people realize, like, you see it in real time. Like that Alien Worlds, like God bless them, right? Like even though they brought the chain, to a crawl, they broke wax, but they're bringing lots of liquidity and lots of players with them. So God bless them, you know.
Yeah, but that's something that is very good, because like we are here for the future and for the success of the blockchain, and we need to break things before you reach too many people.
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
Because the blockchain has no problem. It's everything on top, like the websites, the APIs, all the communications, the wallets, everything here has to be improved.
Right.
Like you can test it on 10,000 people, and then there's 90,000. Like very hard to test for. Even if it's bots, it's very hard to test for.
Well, and that's the thing, because most times people are like, well, why didn't they test for it? Well, they did test for it, but you don't know till you go into a real world test, and then it's, you know, you get overloaded, and then that's how you figure it out. So everybody was like, oh, why is Topps launching Disney? Why isn't Topps doing baseball yet? Well, they're working the kinks out. So they've worked some kinks out. Now they're going to launch baseball. Like, that's how it works, man.
And if anyone has looked at the Topps account on Atom, like the Topps collection, if you haven't done that, let me pull it up when we're
Let's
talking.
have a look. Let's have a look.
Yeah, MLB.Topps, because they are not doing one launch.
What?
Yeah, let me pull this here and let's go and share this screen.
I saw that they've been really advertising it really a lot more than anything else.
And we just scroll down here, and okay, so these are the minty ones. So there is some kind of I don't know what this is, some kind of bronze Topps coin, wooden Topps coin, I don't know. And this animation is a little bit messed up here on this thumbnail. It's not the same if you open it. Here you can actually see all the templates right now.
Yeah.
But okay, look here. Week 5 Jumbo.
Oh.
Week 4 Jumbo. Week 3. We go here. Wait, what? These are all packs. Week 2, week 1, opening day. Week 5 premium. Like they are not here to do something small. They are doing a lot of exciting things here.
Whoa, I haven't even seen that yet, Anders. That's awesome.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things happening with MLB right now, and now everyone can see, everything here is real. You can see that. And for me, like, baseball is not even a thing in Sweden. I have no idea here. Like, I have had people reaching out to me and telling me, hey, you should look at this, and they're like, yeah, okay, I have saved that information. I'm like, I've got to try to get through that before Tuesday. Because I don't know if I should have Josh Bell or John Segura or whatever. I don't even know which teams they're playing. Even if I see this one, like it says Phillies, so I guess I don't know. I don't even know the team. It says here in the information. It says Philadelphia Phillies. I didn't even know.
There you go.
And for an American, I must sound very crazy, which is very fun.
we got to shout out. I see our GPK OG friend Cosmics in the chat.
Yeah,
he's calling out the GPK OGs. I think we're all GPK OGs in here, right? Yeah,
he says that I have the largest fat mat collection in the universe. That's because they are so big.
Yeah, man, I still love my GPK OG collection for sure. I'll never sell those.
No, exactly. Like I still like to look at them once in a while. You know,
I had a few on the market. I removed it the other day.
I picked up one
pretty smart.
Let me zoom out. Something here is tired right now. That's what we're talking about. These IPFS nodes are getting crazy traffic. Like what happened with Alien Worlds is like Pinata Cloud reached out to them and say, hey, we have to rate limit you. You're getting too many requests. Like they couldn't sustain giving all the calls anymore. It was not possible.
Oh my god.
So that's one time like Alien World app died. Yeah, why did it die? Because the service they use just say, hey, you're using us too much. You can't use us anymore. And they have to build out a new solution. And then like everything worked fine. And then suddenly they have to cut something off and they have to do the next solution and then go to the next solution. Like for the teleport, Alienware teleport that happened to Binance Chain. What we did in our team is like, okay, we usually have 4 push APIs. That means that requests coming to our API that are meant to be a transaction going to the blockchain. We made sure we had 10 of those in the back just for the teleport to make sure, okay, if there is a high load, we should make sure that, like what happens is we get one request, we send it to the first node, second request to the second node, third request to the third node, and we go to 10. That means that the first one is done like before we are on the third node, but we just go through them and distribute them, and each of them can take a lot of requests and push forward. And now we increase it even more. We have put up, I think we have, I don't know, like 25 nodes or something for our Wax API now. It's crazy. It's just mental.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We will see. Hopefully we have overdone it. We will see if we have overdone it or not.
Yeah, and then every time it's overdone, it's you know, the next 10x of people show up. It's going to be a never-ending thing. I mean, think when there's 1 million people coming and trying to trade stuff, it's going to just keep needing to be expanded and expanded. This chain is just going to keep growing, and so the infrastructure is going to have to keep growing with it. That's just part of the deal, right? I mean,
yeah. Yeah, and so okay, what's the next thing people should look out for in the Rplanet space?
The next thing's going to be the big land sale coming up on the 29th. So if you're not already a player, make sure you're in the game playing and in the chat, because we're going to do another whitelist that was kind of just made public today.
Yeah.
And you're going to want anybody who missed out on the land sale. You're going to have another chance the 29th. So
At wax.
get your wax ready.
Yeah, like stacking wax is hard right now. It's hard.
I know.
It's easy to stack. It's hard to save it.
Like
I
Chaos
know.
Moon.
Yeah, exactly, Terry.
Like today there was a release by Chaos Moon, and the poor guy, he minted his NFTs and then he listed them one at a time on the market. Last time it worked, but today it's a captcha on each transaction for him, and he like, oh my god. And he wanted to use the bulk to lose NFT high. It didn't work because he was not whitelisted, and now he is, so he can use it. And like, that's one release, and that guy has worked on Marvel comics, DC comics, he's worked on Spider-Man, he's worked on like Avengers stuff, he's worked on all of these, and he's just releasing his NFTs. And tomorrow we have Exit
Limbo.
exactly. I'm like, I was talking about, like, I talk to Rhino daily right now. Exit Limbo, exactly. That's something that I hope to live stream and go with. All these releases are Saturday at dinner, so we will see how that goes. But that's fun.
Nice.
And then we have Dr. Samsey tomorrow evening in Swedish time, and that is also like Dr. Samsey. If people haven't looked at that, the art is there. If you look at the names, they're working
cool
on
too.
big name movies, like Star Wars. That kind of level of movies are the art is working on.
And those are just the big projects. There's all these little indie projects that are coming out every day too, that, you know, like I get that stupid notifier bot, and that just kills my wax, man. It comes up, I'm like, oh, this is cool, I'll buy that. And it's like, oh, I need 5 of them to blend to make this one. Oh, okay, that's cool. And
we have the same question I have seen a lot of times now. Exit Limbo going to be listed on Rplanet or nah? how
Or not.
Yeah.
You know, they're on. I actually know, because I remember sending them I sent them like, dude, there's like literally like 40 or 50 projects deep now on our list to go through to accept. That's kind of another thing that we were just talking about earlier, Terry and I. There's actually going to be a new system that we're going to enact at some point soon. There's going to be more of a pool style staking system, because it's obviously and to all the projects who have been waiting, and to everyone who's watching, who's wanting to be listed, or has already applied, who's waiting to be listed, like, just know that we're trying to come up with a solution. We want to be able to include all these communities, but it's basically turned into like a nightmare trying to list new projects. As you can tell, there's like so many different everybody has different schemas, and everybody has different templates that they're using, and trying to match up the rarities. And you know, all it takes is one mistake, and then the people are staking a bajillion Ether worth of, you know. So it's like there's a lot of thought, and our team obviously is only so many people. We're already busy trying to do all this stuff, and then teams are like wanting us to get them listed, and it's like really difficult. So please just be patient. Know that we're actually working on a new system that's going to involve a pool, and we should be able to make it easier for us to add new projects to staking. So hang in there, guys.
Yeah, hang in there. You're definitely being considered and deliberated on. So don't worry about it.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You'll get listed when you're listed. Don't worry.
You get listed later. No, but really, like,
don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
I like 2 hours before we went live today, I messaged Bonz, hey, are you able to do it today? Because we have been talking, hey, we should do this show soon. And like, hey, we should do it. And then I messaged Terry, we're live now, can you join?
Yes,
and
right now.
We have been here for 90 minutes right now. And I just watched the time for like 10 minutes ago, like, whoa, we've already been over an hour, and now it's an 1 hour and a half.
And there's still 120 people watching the show.
Crazy. Now we have had an awesome time. It's been very fun.
This has been awesome. Dude, I've had a blast, man. This is one of the most fun, I think one of the most fun streams that we've done, or I've done anyway. I don't want to speak for Terry, but yeah, this has been a blast, Anders. I appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun, and hopefully hopefully we gave a lot of good information to, and we help people get started. Check out the links Anders posted, the noob guide. Make sure you're checking the pinned in the Telegram. I
will add them in the description of the video as well, so people can find them.
Take some NFTs, Try it, try the generator out, you know, use the tools that are there. Don't just go blind, and start making some elements. You make those elements, and yeah, we pulled a couple commons, but you pull that rare, you know, you're like Bonz said, that's big money if you want to sell it, or you stake it and then you get more
What?
Aether. Like,
Sell NFTs?
Yeah, I know.
That's sacrilege, Terry. What are you talking about?
That's what I say after
Blasphemy.
someone bought NFTs from me today. But yeah, no,
Yeah. Someone's got to buy them. If for every seller, there's a buyer, right?
yeah,
That's right.
it is a lot of
So
fun.
it's a win-win. So it's a win-win.
Yeah,
For every
like
seller, there's a buyer, right? Someone
don't know,
wants to own it, someone wants that wax.
I bought NFTs for 5,000 wax today, and I didn't even intend to spend a lot of wax today on NFTs.
Exactly.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
stuff happens.
Okay, is it dinner time or what?
Yeah, there you go, Terry.
10:30 p.m. for me, so it's bedtime. I have to
think
be
it's
at the
beer.
gym at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning with a friend,
Oh, wow.
so I'm about to go to bed now.
Oh man, I think it's beer 30 for me. But yeah, dude, thanks again for having us, Anders.
Thanks for
Appreciate
coming
You
on,
guys
it
are
was awesome.
Thanks,
Thanks a
It was
lot.
everybody.
really awesome. Peace.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. All 120 of you.
My Bitcoin bowl is all I have left. Sold my house, my gold no less. The wolves are circling my heart in hands, but this man's much stronger